everybody, and welcome back to Archangelus Gaming. Archangelus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers. Now, I'm going to be trying something new, something different, something that I haven't tried before. Now, I've been looking through a lot of the options that we've got, and I wanted to do something where I didn't have to start with everything or near on everything. So if we start from the top, we got alien planet, Earth-like planet, and Mars Moon base. Yeah. Pertum orbiter. You got Redship, rival platforms. Well, in fact, pretty much everything here gives you everything handed to you on a silver platter. So I wanted something where I could make something from, well, relative nothing. Empty world, well, that's a little too empty for my liking, because you don't even have a survival kit to start with. I thought, well, that's a shame, considering launching Empty World, you do actually start off with asteroids, but you got no ship, you got no survival kit. The only way to really start with a survival kit is to basically start using the creative tools in the survival world. Lone Survivor gives you too much. You're right on top of an iron deposit, so too easy. So the only one that really gives me the option to really explore the mechanics as I want to explore them in space, building up this carrier that I've been saying about wanting to do throughout doing Learning to Survive, throughout Never Surrender, throughout this, that and the other campaign that I've, is also on my channel. I think it's now time I settle with the fact that I'm going to have to do Star System. So I'm going to move that into there. Let's get rid of the time because that's not even relevant. Oops. Hate it when it does that. Okay. So let's get rid of that. So I'm going to call it. Let's see. What should we call it? Yeah, that's a good one. Heaven's Gate Star System. Now, I'm going to put Star System in the description box. Online mode, well, it's only going to be me in here. I've got the auto saves on. Right, mods wise, well, I'm going to use everything that we've been getting throughout all of the previous scenarios that we've been running through, been messing around with bits and pieces. Animation engine is going to go at the top. Ore detector right after that. Have those two together. Build info after that, and then everything else is just gravy. No, actually, that will go probably there. Build info, we're going to have one from the top. There we go. Doesn't really matter. I don't think it really matters on the order. It's just something I personally have preference on. Right, characters inventory size. Well, let's go with 5 times. We've had it 3 times most often. Block inventory size, we'll have it realistic for now. May want to change that later. Assembly efficiency 3 times. Refinery 3. Welding speed. Well, let's have that at 5 times. Grinding speed at 5 times as well. Environment, hostility. Well, we'll have that as safe to begin with. We can play with that later on. Asteroid amount, we'll have normal. Right, sound effects, I'm going to go for realistic this time around. World size, let's see. Cooldown, sun rotation is 2 hours. Max objects 100. That's like our small objects. Animal NPCs 32. Block limits. Yeah, we'll remove that. I'm not really bothered with block limits. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, enable spectate is always good, just in case we need it. Half the time I don't play with it. Delete respawn ship. Permanent damage, cargo ships. Right, we want in-game. Destructible. Okay, enable spacesuit respawn, tool shed, voxel hand. No, we don't really want voxel hand, do we? Adaptive simulation, quality. Now, what does that do? Okay. Enable third person, air tightness, oxygen. I want drones, voxel destruction. We'll have the wolves. I have the spiders this time around. Block removal, subgrid damage, friendly rocket damage. No, we won't have that. And then signals, progression. Yeah, we'll have the progression tree. Respawn ship, supergridding we'll have off, aim assist we'll have off. If we're going to do anything, we're going to do it properly. Okay. So I think that's it for starters. So, the next major thing is choosing where to begin. Now, this is probably going to be the hardest choice, because I've been toying between using the base ship or starting on the moon. I'm really not sure where I want to begin on this one. Now, because of the mods, it's going to take a little bit of time to get in, so let's see. Because we've already done Earth-like a few times. We've Never Surrender, Lost Colony, those places like that. That's Earth-like. I've not done any of the other planets or the moons in any of these. Not going to do spacesuit, because that'll literally just drop me in a spacesuit. Space pod is literally what it says it is. That's the ship we had in Learning to Survive. Drop pods are literally what they say they are. Save for the moon, where you get some sort of rover combo, which is kind of weird. Now, I'm thinking space pod on this one, because how many times have we started on a planet in these scenarios? So, music might be a bit too loud. Well, that could just be because I'm just coming into the game. Okay, well, it started us off near to a nice big asteroid here. Oh, look at that! That's got options all over it. I mean, we've got a plateau. Let's rotate and give you an idea of what I'm thinking here. We've got a nice big plateau right here that we can build upon. So many options. Probably start on this plateau here. Now, I know this ship does give us ion engines early on, and I was saying about we're really wanting that. But what more can you do, really? Okay. So we'll come in low. Look at that, we've got Earth-like over there. No idea what is around us. So we've got a good opportunity here to actually make ourselves a nice starting base. Well, we've got a survival kit in here. Get out of here quickly, save as much O2 as possible. And let's have a good look, rummage around this asteroid, see if there's anything we can find. You know, straight off the cuff. Nothing really. Alright. Well, we're going to need some materials anyway. So we sort of littered space with a bit more than I'd intended. Any more? Right, so the respawn port is on the other side of the moon, so we better get round there. Alright. Question is, can we get access to the survival kit from here? The answer is yes, we can. Great news. Okay, with the survival kit though, we're going to have to turn this into ingots. So this is the annoying part at the beginning of this campaign. So we'll sling that up close to 10,000. Get a ton of that working in our favour. Because I think first thing we're going to want to do is upgrade this ship. We won't bother with building a base because we've already got everything we need on here. Yeah. So I think the easiest thing to do, because yeah, that's the O2 there. Would be very much to do what we did with Learning to Survive, and that's probably rip out the underside here and then rebuild that with the like the basic refinery, sort of maybe sitting like that to begin with, and then have tubing come underneath and around to like the basic assembler, and sort of go from there. So if we're going to do this, we need to add the basic refinery. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we can't do that with the survival kit. It doesn't have a blueprint jobby. Alright, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So we're going to need 120 steel plate. So shift for 100. 2 control clicks for 20 more. Okay, what else do we need? 20 construction, 10 motor, 10 computer. So 2 of those. 10 motor, 10 computer. Okay. Oops. Alright, let's choose a colour scheme for this. Because as this ship gets bigger, we'll then be able to add on bits and pieces to it. So I'm thinking... No, that's too heavy a rust. Rusty armour... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can definitely hear the difference in sound quality, you know, doing it all through the headset and all that sort of thing. Sorry, having like all the vibrations through the suit and all that rather than as you would in reality, you know, have okay, let's get ourselves back in again. We'll move around to the other side of the planet, and then what we can then do is or, even better, we didn't find anything really on this asteroid. So let's try that one over there. Now, what I'm worried about is things like ice. Primarily, you know, if we can find some ice, that'd be like the starter for everything. We can get the basic refinery and the basic assembler sorted out, then that'd be great, because then that'll mean be easier to then get like an ore detector sorted out. And with Ore Detector Plus, we'll easily be able to find materials after that. But one of the other things I was just thinking about, solar paneling. I think that's our next major upgrade. There's quite a few asteroids in this cluster over here. There's some floating asteroids there. Don't see any signs on this side of this asteroid of any is it me, or does that look like a T-Rex head? If you turn your head slightly to the right. Do you know what? That is massive. You could actually make a ship hangar out of this. I don't see anything there. Nothing surface based anyway. Nothing. Okay, I just hit the 1 key to depressurize this chamber so that we release as little as possible. I think what we're going to have to just do is we're just going to have to make do with what we got for now. Might as well try and recover what we can. Just that one block that's stopping me really. I've littered space with so many small rocks. Just finding them now is the challenge. I mean, you hold down the F key, and you know, according to what people say, and even then, you don't get all of them. Yeah, you get some of them, but you don't get all of them.
Inventory full.
Right. Now, where were we? Oh yes, collecting bits of rock.
Inventory full.
As far as I can see, I can't see any more. Yeah, Space Pirate Rust Freighter. I wouldn't survive a second with the tools I've currently got. Where'd it go? Just looking for the ones that move faster. That's the when you know that you're finding these small bits of rock. You know, like there.
Energy low.
Yeah, well, we have been flying around a lot and doing other bits and pieces. Cool, you forget how slow the survival kit is once you've been using the medical room for a while. Let's see, what parts we got already? So we've got most of the steel plate. We're still waiting on some of that to be produced. Come on, flick over. Thank you. Still need to make some more. Oops. Nickel there. That. Oh, so we've got a gun anyway, so that's a good starter. Right. I think it's time to find ourselves a bit more. Just wonder how much I'm actually losing in space because I can't see. Where is the delightful little pebble that I've been nibbling at? Ah, there it is. I almost completely missed it. Right. Tell you what, let's go after that unknown signal. It's only 2 kilometers away. What is that? Should be a button on it that we can press. See if we get a special item. Ah, leopard welder. Okay. Good source of free bits and pieces. We'll see what we can use on our basic refinery. Oh, look at that, we only need 8 motors. So the rest can go in our cargo container. Now that's scrap metal we can't do anything about at this moment in time. There we go. So, next challenge. It's figuring out how to get that to go into right, I think we're okay. That's the sliding door, so that's connected to other things. That's an interior wall there. So yeah, what we can do is let's get some. Yeah, that'll do nicely. God, I wish this thing will hurry up. It's the problem when you got so many bits and pieces that you're actually bringing in from other right, okay, so progression. We want conveyors. So to do that, we need to produce a small cargo container. Okay. The easiest way of doing that would be right. Let's put in the bits that we need. So grab that, and Yeah, so we get a bit of that, and boom. We now have our connection.
Energy low.
Now, the reason why we don't want to get rid of that conveyor block is it is right next to this survival kit. Because right under here is where we got the gap now, where we got the conveyor corner. So if I can get... No, it won't let me get in there. But you get the point anyway. Right. Okay, so let's go into G. What do we need? 4 motors, 1 internal for one of them. One internal. And the other one needs 13 internal. Six motors. And what was the other item? 6 small steel tube. Of course I can't produce it. Right, what can I nick from? Oh. So that catwalk is what I can nick from. So let's see if we can get this welded up. Right, so that's one. We just need 3 more motors over there. Right. Now, I stopped the survival kit from keep on producing stuff because... Alright, there we go. So, we've now got that all kitted out quite nicely. And we definitely want to repair as much of that as we can. I mean, yeah, we don't have everything for it. We'll do what we can, though. What do we? Now let's get rid of it. Salvage what we can from our ship for other projects. Because now we've got that in place. Yeah, because what we can then do... Basic assembler right there. So... ton of steel plate. That goes there. And we have basically taken everything we can that we can utilize out of there. So for now, I'm going to do something. Oh, okay, can't do it in there. Okay, so I can't do that. Okay, so let's see, what do we need? 1 construction, 14 steel plate. Ten motor, 3 display. And then finally 75 computers. Right, so while we're waiting for that, let's go and use the survival kit to sort ourselves out. Right, so still got quite a bit left to go. Right. How close are we? 8. Okay. So that is now we've now got a better system for producing materials, get some better yield, stuff like that. So biggest problem is we are still finding it difficult to do any real mining at the moment. So I think the next major thing to do is how are we going to do this? Yeah, get rid of that glass panel and put a drill head on it. And then use this entire rig as a drilling platform. So get one of these. Now, do we have access to drills yet? Yes, we do. So if we slap one of those on there, next major question. No, we can't. So we're still having to do things pretty much by going into here and then back again. So we need, what, 300 steel plate, let's call it. $40 construction comps. Actually, let's get everything out of there, to be honest with you. So where was I? 40 construction comps. 12 large steel tubes. Five motors, 5 computers. So as you can see, this is still going to take a lot of manual mining. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to leave Heaven's Gate Survival right here. I'm going to go ahead and continue to manually mine the area so that we can create this drill head. And then from there, we can start the process of thinking about how are we going to remodel our little survival ship respawn pod into a full-fledged carrier. Now that we will figure out as we go along, but yeah, remember guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave that nice comment below. I'll see you next time on Arcangels Gaming and Heaven's Gate Survival.